On the next American Spotlight, we take a look at the life of Dingus P. Lupus, perhaps the country's best-known everyman. We'll explore his humble upbringing.
Yeah, I used to live way up in the holler, up in the head of a holler, out in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. I mean, it was somewhere to me, but I lived there. Nice place to grow up, not a nice place to visit. My daddy, he'd disappear for weeks at a time. Mama told me he was like a sailor or something. I don't know about that. We was pretty, there's a lake. Remember one time I shared a six-pack with him for my 6th birthday. He was an all right guy though. He was an all right guy till he got on that old Dickel. He'd get on that old Dickel whiskey and he was nuts. He went up and killed Sambo's horse deader than a doornail. Knocked it in the head, sucker punched his horse right in the face, and Sambo loved that horse. But that's how we got all the glue to re-shingle the roof. So I mean, things have a way of working out. Good Lord giveth. Next thing you know, you got glue for your roof.
His years as an outdoorsman.
I've been doing a lot of fishing, stuff like that, hunting out in the woods, trying to get back in touch with nature and everything like that. You ever seen an old Helgermite? Lord mercy. One of them things gets a hold of your son, they're like a snapper turtle. They won't let go till it thunders. And all you can catch is old dogfish and bright yellow dogfish. They always reminded me of tasting like a video store smelled. I can't go into a Blockbuster to this day and not salivate up thinking about eating dogfish. Or them old catfish, them channel cats, and they live down, and they live in the deep part of the river, because there's 2 parts like the river. They got the wide part of the river, and they got the channel, and they call them channel cats because they live in the channel, not in the wide part of the river. They live down in there, and you got to get them Helgermites that'll stick down in there and get them. On the rocks, and you see them white shells of creatures that's hatched and moved on. I mean, what the hell them turn into? I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
We'll also speak with him about his recent adventures in Hollywood.
I took a visit, and I didn't know where I was. Been out there at the bar, at the pool hall, and went down through this back alley back in there and all this stuff, and I ran into this guy, humongous beast of a man, and he had these giant arms, these huge fore muscles like you'd never seen, like Popeye. This one, he had these tattoos all over his body. On this arm, it said, "Eat some shit." And then on this arm, it said, "Eat some pie." And he held up his fist, and he says, "What's it gonna be?" He said, "You can either eat some shit, or you can eat some pie." And I ran off. Yeah, I actually met the old Alfer. I actually met the real Alf, like not the man that controls the Alf. And I had my Alf doll with me that I'd had since I was a little kid, and you'd squeeze it. It'd say stuff like from the show, like, "How about a hug for the old Alfer?" I wanted him to re-record it. I'd wired it up and stuff. So I wanted the guy that does Alf to get on there and say, "Fuck a bunch of cats," like that. They kicked me off the set because, well, I don't know, got rowdy, I guess. That's what they said. I got rowdy. And I told them if they want to see me rowdy, they could see me rowdy. That's the 2nd time I got kicked off a show for effing. First time I went down and let me guest star on Sesame Street. What do you expect? You're standing there, you got giant hair monster right here, you got little hair monster right there, you got another hair monster right here, and there's stuff going around. They had a shark talking about his teeth, about driving me plumb nuts. And they're gonna kick me off for saying what comes natural to a man to say when he's confronted with shaggy terror.
Greener pastures came yesterday,
And the scandal that nearly cost him everything.
Why they couldn't stay with me.
All right, we're looking for a guy named Dingus. We got reason to believe he's inside one of these apartment buildings, armed, dangerous. Excuse me, sir. You go by the name Dingus? You go by the name Dingus? Why? Put your arms out by your side.
I'm going down.
Stick your arms out. Put your arms out now.
I ain't going. Hey!
Put your arms out.
Now.
Please, drop
My
down.
knees. You
Drop
got my
down.
knees. Get out.
Hey, come here.
You ain't gonna get me. Come here. You ain't gonna. That's an autograph now, man. I want to take. Get out now.
What are you doing? Next time I tell
You
you to
too
get down,
fast.
you get down. Is this what
You
you
ain't
want to do at
human.
the end of the day?
That's my hat.
We'll get your hat
my
later.
hat.
That ain't worth nothing.
That's my autograph hat. Oh shit.
Give me your arms. Give me your arms.
I didn't do it. Y'all did it.
You got him? Get your knee right there.
All them beards is legal.
So what does the future have in store for this American everyman? Find out on the next American Spotlight.